It's a story nobody will actually really believe because Marion Erdley from Fiery Angel, we were talking, and I just sort of um, mentioned Red Velvet in the sense of like saying, do you think there's a future life for Red Velvet? Have we missed the boat? And then literally a week, and we've been talking anyway about another project within the Ken Branagh season. Had this conversation on Thursday, and then on Wednesday, whilst I was opening a show, she said, do you think Red Velvet could happen in this slot? And it was like, it just makes you realise that conversations that you have on the spur of the moment over a glass of wine can be very useful. And, you know, luckily Lolita and Adrian were totally available and totally up for it. And so we just went, it really happened really quickly in a way that sort of feels meant to be. It all felt like all the planets were aligning in this very sort of particular moment to make it happen very quickly. You know, oh gosh, that's an interesting question. I, of course, I have incredible respect for Ken and what he's done and what he's achieved. And yes, he is like the look, when you say that, of course, he's like theatre royalty. But actually, everything he stands for is not about royalty. It's about being a company and being a community. So I don't, you know, he doesn't wear a sense of entitlement like that. That's why I sort of went, oh, that's a weird, you know. And actually, what you realise about this business, it's actually about like-minded people, and actually, when you find people that sort of share a passion or a world view or a belief system, it's so exciting. You know what? It's lovely. It's done really well, but it was really hard to get it on. I mean, that's what's the real magic of the story is that it took us years to get. You know, we've been talking about it and trying to, you know, hiking it around, and we couldn't get arrested, and it took me to become an artistic director to actually get the production on. So that's what's really beautiful about the story, is that it was something that the three of us were so committed to, so believed in passionately, that Ira Aldridge, the story of Ira Aldridge, so needed to be told, and why he wasn't visible and recognised for what he'd achieved. So the first half of the story is like, were we nuts? Were we insane? And then the second half of the story is like, we did do it, and it was everything and more than what we could possibly believe. And you know what I really think? I think it's because it's a really important story that needs to be told. It's bigger. It's exactly what I was sort of saying earlier on. It's bigger than any individual. It's bigger than any of us. Ira Aldridge is someone, what he achieved in that time is a story that everyone needs to know, wherever you come from, wherever your background. That, and I think it's his spirit that has allowed the story to have the success that it has. I think it's great for the Tricycle. It's great that from a Tricycle's point of view, that a play that we did in a small subsidised theatre for, you know, for 235 seats is getting a further life, and more people are going to get to see it, and it started here. And if it wasn't for the Tricycle and all the people that worked here, it would never have seen the light of day.